Yes, welcome back to Altenstein, everybody. And it's dawned a beautiful day here on the farm. And we need to look after these guys here, these pigs, and also the cows. There's a little bit of work to do. Let's just go and check out what needs to be done. And as you can see here, one of the first things we're going to have to do is go and clean them up. Look at that, we're in the red. Also, particularly the cows, they're going to need quite a bit of food. They're going to need some grass, some silage and hay, and power food. Now, power food is probably something I'm not going to be able to do in the meantime. You need a mixing machine which costs $40,000 or pounds or euros, depending on what you're using. And that just reminds me, I need to change myself back to euro after my live stream. So yeah, we have got a little bit of work to do. So I think what we'll probably do is we'll do as much of this stuff here as we can for the cows. So we can definitely do silage, hay, straw and grass. And we might just have to leave out the power food in the meantime. And that's just going to mean that their productivity isn't going to be as high, which is a bit of a shame, because the great thing about this farm at the moment is that the cow income from the milk that they produce is more than enough, more than double what we need every day to cover our expenses. So we're making profit already straight from the milk production from the cows, which is fantastic. So how about we go and let's just jump over here into our tractor, which I left over here. We'll clean up the stables, and then we've got a few other things that we're going to need to do. So what I'll do is, you know how this works, guys. I'll go and clean this up off screen. Then when we get back, we're going to make some hay. Alright, here we are. We are back up in the sheep farm with no sheep, but plenty of grass. And I went ahead and I just mowed quite a few strips of grass up here. And while in the last few days I did a few jobs for farmers, and I managed to buy one of these tedders. Now, for those of you that don't know, the way this works is that you mow grass as usual, and then you use this tedder to flip the grass over, and essentially what it does is it dries the grass out and turns it into hay. That's the theory anyway. So what we'll do is we will go around and just turn over all the grass that we've done. It's only the middle of this field, and the reason for that is obviously, if you remember from the earlier episodes, we'd already mowed half of this field. So as you can see, we're up and around. There's not huge poles here, just the undulations of the ground makes it quite difficult to get consistent piles of grass. But yeah, I had to. I'm going to have to windrow this, I think. Maybe. It looks a bit messy, doesn't it? Let's have a look here. We're getting one. We're sort of getting a couple of rows. We might have to throw a windrow over there just to make it nice and easy for the loading wagon to pick up. Go down here. I remember that I left a couple of little strips down here from last time. But yeah, look, I've been thinking about, right, what am I going to do from a hay and straw point of view, because some of that equipment, particularly the baling equipment, is very, very expensive, and with not much money in the bank and not a lot of potential money in my silos, there wasn't really a massive amount of scope to go and buy a whole lot of equipment. Now, I can continue to do jobs for other farmers, and I will do that, except there's not that many jobs to do at the moment. It looks as though that there must be a period of time that has to tick over between jobs before they renew. It's probably when the fields are ready to go to the next stage is probably how it works, I would imagine. So, rather than baling, which is definitely the preferred option because it makes them really easy to store and also you can sell them, I've actually just had to go ahead and just pick up this grass in the loading wagon, it was straw was the other one that I had done. Spit it out. I'm having trouble there. And so I just picked it up naked, if you like, in other words, not in big bales, and I've just dumped a big pile of straw in my yard back in the main farm. It's not the prettiest looking thing, and I'll show you it soon, but what it does allow me to do is I can just use the bucket on the front of my tractor and then just go and dump the straw over in the cows or the sheep, or not the sheep, the pigs, whoever needs it at the time. and it does the job of feeding them and all that sort of stuff. So that will have to do in the meantime until I have enough income in the bank where I can actually afford to buy some baling equipment. But what I'll do, guys, is I'll finish off the rest of this field, and then when we come back we'll probably have to get the windrow in action, so I'll catch you soon. Alright, we're making our way back up to the farm after picking up the windrow. It definitely made a bit of a mess, as you can see in the background there. Didn't do a great job in keeping everything in nice one row. In one nice row. I'll get there eventually. Let's lower this down and then let's turn it on. So hopefully what this will do is, yep, there we go. It's putting it in a really nice row, and that's what we need to see. And that way our loading wagon can just get over the top of it nicely and make it nice and easy to pick up. So yeah, as you can see, look at this, it just sprayed it absolutely everywhere. Now this windrower is quite little, as is everything on this farm, and so it really it's going to take a little while to get even just a little bit done here. I'm used to having the big 4-reeled or the 5-reeled windrowers, which do a fantastic job, but having to get used to using some of the smaller equipment, which is really cool. It's actually quite a lot of fun. So guys, what I'll do is I'll go and how about I go away off screen and I'll get this field windrowed, and then when we get back we can get our loading wagon over there into action. We can start to get these animals fed. So yeah, we'll catch you on the other side. Okay, what I would say, guys, is that the field is sort of windrowed. This little single windrow is not very effective, not compared to the one I'm used to using. So we'll throw it back in under here, and as you can see, it's in sort of single lines. Not amazing at all, but it will have to do. So what we'll do now is we'll grab this loading wagon here, we'll hook her on, and lower down the pickup, and I'll go ahead and I'll clean this field up, and once we've got a full load we'll go over and dump it off over at the... I've got a little space reserved. I don't know if it's going to work, but yeah, I've got a little space reserved in one of the little storage sheds over in the main farm, so I'm going to look to dump this off in there because, like I said earlier, I'm not making bales in the meantime. I mean, I could hire the equipment, but screw it, let's just do it this way, just for something a little bit different. Not the neatest or tidiest way to do things, that's for sure. But guys, let me get this done, and when we get back, hopefully we can start feeding these animals. Catch you soon. Okay, everybody. We're back at the farm, and we didn't quite fill up the trailer, but we do have 15,000 litres of hay, which is absolutely more than enough in the meantime. And I'm improvising right here, because I need to back this trailer into this little alcove, or little sort of shelter in here, and this is where I'm going to dump it. I should really put it... hold on. I should probably put it right at the back, and then that way I can still fit stuff in there in front of it. It's just a little bit silly, let's all admit that. But in the meantime, this will do until I get enough money to buy the equipment to do baling. So let's control wide that. And you can see it piling up there, so we'll just go forward a little bit. Here it is. Oh no, it's filling everywhere. Okay, so it overflowed just a little bit there. Have we emptied the trailer out? We have indeed. Let's close that trailer. Oh no, it closed automatically. There we go. And we'll just move over here. And as we... Oh, gee, I've done a lot of damage to this trailer. As you can see, this is where I dumped the straw. Look at that. This is a shocker. I'm starting to regret this decision. I just thought I'd do something slightly different. It's definitely different. There's no doubt about that. So what I'll do, guys, is let's just go and throw this trailer over here in the meantime. Let's just stop it there, and we'll grab our guy with the shovel, and let's go and dump some let's go and shovel some straw into the different places that need straw. So here we go. Right, let's bring up our... So straw, definitely cows need some straw. This bucket is just one of those smaller 1800 litre buckets. Come on, sort it out. There we go. At least I'm making this pile look somewhat tidier. Close enough, 99, there we go. Alright, so the straw trigger from memory is just around the corner here. Just inside the door here. So I should just be able to pour it out there. Okay, what's happening here? Straw, 3975. Why is that not accepting straw? Oh, ah! Oh my god. What a shocker. Okay, I'll tidy this up. I'll be back in a second. Okay, we've tidied most of that up, so let's get right in here. Because this should be accepting straw. No, it's not. It's saying no, no, no. I think it's definitely in the right place. Let's check it out. 3975. Maybe this is the trigger for the... I think that could actually be the trigger for the pigs, because if you look, the straw for the pigs is totally full. Okay. I wonder where the trigger for the cows is. Maybe it's at that other end. Let's go and try it out. These are the things to find out. I've got a funny feeling if I dump this, it's just going to dump all over the floor. Let's get into here and see what happens. Nope. It's definitely not that. That makes no sense. Okay. I'll see if I can go and find this. Bear with me, I'll be back soon. Okay, welcome back everybody. I can't find the trigger for that straw at the moment, so I'll do a bit of work offline and have that sorted for next episode. Let's get on with it. We'll look to get some hay now. Hay now. There we go, that filled up nice and easy, didn't it? We'll see if this will accept this hay. Now at the moment silage and hay is 1557, so either or we can use. So let's go in here. Yeah, that's definitely working. And it's up to 3416, so it's going to take a lot, that's for sure. It's annoying not finding that other trigger. It must be in there, surely. Maybe I just didn't quite get into the right position. Anyway, I know one way that I can definitely find out what it is. I'll throw this map into the editor and try to scope it out. But anyway, in the meantime, let's get another load of this, another load of hay going. Keep these cows nice and fed. There we go. So how we're looking, up to 5276 now. As you can see, it's going to take a lot, so I'll go and complete, I'll spit it out. I'll go and finish that off and I'll come back soon. We'll catch up with you soon. Okay everybody, as you can see, I've got now 12,000 litres of hay and silage in there for the cows. That's enough in the meantime. It's not completely filled up, but that is enough. And I have to say, this is not the best way to do it. I really need to do bales. I mean, I'm spilling stuff absolutely everywhere. I've got hay in the background there. If we just jump out and have a look over here, I've got hay spilt all the way in, down through in here. That's going to be difficult to get out. Oh, did I spill some over there? No, I didn't. So yeah, not the greatest idea, but it did in the meantime, I suppose. But yeah, a little bit of a learning there if we probably didn't know already. So what else have we got to do here to just get the animals sorted? Wheat and barley for the pigs, a little bit. Canola and sunflowers or soybeans also. They're in the green though, but I think I will give them some soybeans perhaps. What do we need? We need power food and grass. Actually, we need grass for the cows, so let's get them out of the orange. So, there's only one way to get grass. And we need this little puppy right here, get revved back up again. And let's just randomly go around the place here. I think is the way to go. And actually this should be, let's turn this on, might help. This shouldn't be too hard actually. So what I'm going to do is, the good thing about this mower is that it leaves it in a nice row. So I'll just mow up some grass here, guys. You're probably over watching me mow grass, so I'll go and mow up this grass offline, then I'll get my loading wagon. We'll pick it up and then we'll go and dump it in there for the cows. So yeah, catch you on the other side. Okay guys, we're in our tractor pulling the loading wagon. Here it is on the back. We've only got 6,400 litres of grass in the back, but that's about what we need to for the pigs. Not for the pigs, for the cows, I should say. So we just need to get ourselves in position here, and it should be just a case of backing. Oh, Mace, come on, seriously. Should be just a case of backing this loading wagon into the tipping point there, into the shed, and then tipping it out. I'm learning lessons here, and the lesson is learn how to back, but how often do we say that and never do anything about it? Definitely need to do bales. I think that's definitely a key lesson here. Or I could probably store the stuff a lot tidier, and having a bigger bucket would definitely help on the front of my front loader. So there are different ways to do it, but this has just been a bit of a nightmare, it would be fair to say. It's we can just hit this. Excellent. I was wondering what the heck was happening there. There we go. And grass is in the green. Just really the power food, that's definitely going to run out, and that's going to affect our productivity. But given that we had more than enough productivity from the cows in terms of producing milk, we're probably not going to take a massive hit. Looking at water's great. So yeah, that should do it for cows. There we go, guys. Like I said, you're learning all the time, and it seemed like a pretty stupid idea at the time to pile all this stuff in here and over the side there, and it proved to be correct. So there you go. I double confirmed it. Absolutely brilliant. But anyway, guys, I think I'll leave it there. I'll do a little bit of work offline just to tidy up my mess. And when we come back, I think the next episode we might start looking at sowing our fields that we cultivated the other day. So we'll get into that, but I want to say a huge thanks very much for watching. Make sure you smash the like button down below. If you're new and you feel like it, take a risk and smash that subscribe button. And until next time, as always everybody, take it easy.